And Scott Starboard.
Hey, Scott!
Scott Starboard.
All right, I'll get Scott.
Scott Starboard.
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 Scott Starboard!
Now, turn it up, feel the baseline, gallop fast, collide past the stars, shoot through the mast. Hands high, sheer flows like the breeze. The Scott Starboard vibe, breaking rules with ease. Gritty like sawdust, but smoother than silk. Words spill out, whipped up honey and milk. The show takes on galaxies, king of the scene. Fusion of rhythms, a genre-grafted dream. Scott Starboard. Every pulse and sound, a radiant glow. It's the Scott Starboard. Now giddy up, get down, and let that energy grow.
Yeah, what's good, everybody? It's gonna be a wild show. Thank you for being here. I am Scott Starboard. This is the Scott Starboard Show. We're gonna have a good old-fashioned time today. Listen, you know, I've said at the beginning of this little journey we're taking together that let me make sure my sound's good. There we go. I've been saying, you know, politics is my number one thing. It's, you know, the area that I probably am most qualified to speak at, I guess. I can speak on anything that the hell I want, but, you know, that's probably my field of expertise. There's a few things, but, you know, politics is my jam. But I'm no fool. You know, like, I've known politics my whole life, but I wasn't going to, like, house parties and going around like, can you believe Bill Clinton was inserting that cigar into, holes in the Oval Office? Maybe sometimes if somebody opened their mouth at a party, it was like, oh, really? You know what I mean? I'm in Massachusetts, so guarantee it's just some lefty in the kitchen talking shit. And I'm going to get a beer anyway. I don't drink anymore, but you know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's today, you know, I'm watching all my stuff anyway, watching Bubba the Love Sponge in the morning, doing my deal. And I was looking around for other stuff because I'm like, man, I don't want to do politics every day. You know what I mean? Like, I'll do a little bit of politics here and there, you know, throughout the show, but I don't want the whole thing to be about politics. By the way, I didn't even mention because I'm all excited. We're pre-gaming for prime time with Alex Stein. Last night's show was off the hook. We're going to check out a little piece of Edgar the Puppet on Alex's show last night. And we're going to check out a preview of Alex's show tonight. You know, the show that he's having this evening, right after the show. Believe me, we're going to start 5 minutes early so we don't miss it. You guys know the deal. But long story short, or short story long, however I do it, I got lost. I must have got lost. I got lost in the whole Idubbbz saga. Now, I did, you know, as usual, I don't have time to set everything up as good as I want. Understatement of the year. But I hope you guys know who Idubbbz is. Idubbbz has been around. You know what? Let's just let's check this out, shall we? Oh, there's two of us. You're not supposed to see
And
that.
Scott Starboard.
No, not that one. Struggle Stream. I love when Morgan says Struggle Stream. It just cracks me up. Dagnabbit, I wanted to do something different. Let's do something a little bit different, shall we? Dang, I did kind of sort of half-ass set it up, but I guess I didn't. Shit. Alright, Idubbbz. It started out with this guy, Filthy Frank. I don't even know if I could find it. Just the hell with it. The heck with it. We're gonna do it live, baby. Get that out of there. Whoop. And we're gonna add a little YouTubeage. Rip. We want this a one? I think, yeah, I did have it right the first time. I had it right the first time. Why'd you guys mess me up? You didn't mess me up. You made my life wonderful, and I love you for it. Let's check it out. Yeah, so I've just been getting into all this Idubbbz stuff. Holy macaroni. It's just been wild. Buck, wild. Why isn't this popping up? What are you doing to me over here? Oy vey, can you see? Why isn't this working? Hello? There you go. What do I get? A strike? What the hell is this? Copyright strike? What's happening here? I'm just going to ignore that. I don't know what that is. All right, let's look up Filthy Frank, shall we? I just want you to get a little understanding of who these people kind of are. This is Filthy Frank. I don't even know if I can play his stuff anymore because YouTube sucks so bad. This is Filthy Frank. Now, back in the day. So when is this? This says 9 years ago, 10 years ago, 11 years ago. I'm sure it's even further than that, to be honest with you. Filthy Frank was the main dude. He was kind of like the Sam Hyde, and Idubbbz was like kind of like the Jet, and H3 was kind of like Nick Roche, however you say his damn last name. These dudes were just wild racist words in Japanese. I can't play that. Let's see if I can play anything. By the way, we're also going to watch a music video that I made for Alex. I'm going to get a copyright strike probably on this channel anyways. You can't take nothing away from me that you don't give me. YouTube. So tough. So, alright. This was Filthy Frank at his finest. Maybe I can play a little of this. Why not? Ready? Let's just hear it. Can we hear it without playing it? Oh, there we go. Alright, ready? I just want to give you a little
Why is everybody
intro.
putting up with ads like it's 2010? Like, it's 2025, guys. Just use...
I just want to give you guys a little insight of who the hell Idubbbz is. I'm sure 90% of you know, but my mom doesn't. No, but there's a bunch of people who probably don't know who the hell Idubbbz is, and I don't blame you. It was a certain corner of the internet, and it was just, you know, a funny kind of dark humor, wacky, silly stuff. It was very dated humor in a way, but it was great at the time. It was awesome. I hope this explains it.
Story.
This was the very first episode of the Filthy Frank story. Dr. Filthy Francis was the literal embodiment of everything a person should not be. Yet somehow, he's one of the most iconic and beloved YouTubers to ever grace the platform. Unfortunately, Filthy Frank is no longer with us. R.I.P. Filthy Frank, you'll be missed. Goodbye, Filthy Frank. You've lived your life. Joji will take your place. Poor guy wanting to make music, but everyone cares about Frank more. This comment couldn't be more wrong. Frank was abandoned so Joji could shine. As of today, Joji has sold 10 million records in the US alone, making him the most successful musician who was previously a YouTuber. And I mean a real YouTuber. One who uploaded consistently, identified with the platform, and built a fan base. Not like Justin Bieber, Post Malone, or Selena Gomez posting a couple of videos 12 years ago. George Miller has shown us many different versions of himself over the years, but it seems like Joji is the version of himself he always wanted to be. You may think this transition from super famous YouTuber to super famous singer was easy. I mean, millions of people love you, right? Wrong. Filthy Frank's viewer base were millions of toxic, unforgiving internet trolls. The type that would bully guys like Joji into submission.
Oh, this dude sucks. Screw you. If I get a strike for watching that for a half a second, I'm gonna be pissed. I was hoping really to get a sense of who was surrounding him. So Filthy Frank was like the head dude, and then he had other followers, and like I said, one of them was Idubbbz. Now Idubbbz, he where do we go now? Oh, where do I go? So Filthy Frank changed his whole thing. Didn't want to be crazy, wacky, silly, fun, amazing comedy anymore. He wanted to be a serious K-pop star. And to be honest, that dude was right. Like, he's not Filthy Frank anymore. His name is Joji, And he's dope. Like, his shit's dope. He doesn't do politics. He doesn't do slaps. He doesn't do, edgy political shit. He doesn't do... All he does is sing dope-ass songs. And I don't know if I even say K-pop. Somebody put that in my head a long time ago. Maybe it is. I don't know. But, it's not something that I would probably watch, like, there's been times where I think I rocked a couple of Joji songs, but it's, he's singing to women, which is smart. That's what you do. You sing to women. Let's look at this little schmuck over here. Where is he? Get over here, Dubsy. You sell out. All right. So, Idubbbz. Where do we go now? So, damn it. I want the real deal. I don't want that. So, Idubbbz used to make something called Content Cop, okay? In case you don't know. This is Content Cop. Right there. So, he would, and he'd always usually punch up to people who were bigger, or maybe parallel to people who were as big as him. Because Idubbbz used to be huge on YouTube. Everybody knew him. PewDiePie, blah, blah, Markiplier. Everybody knew, or, still knows who Idubbbz is. Idubbbz was... he never really said he was on the right, but he was based. Like, all his takes were usually, pretty based. And the right are pretty based. Like, the right is based. That's what the base is the right. The crazy, wacky people on the right, of course there are. What makes the right beautiful is that they're not a monolith, and we all have our free thoughts, and which makes it freedom. The left, on the other hand, complete opposite. Monolith, you better think the same exact way, damn it, or you are out. This dude, like, people loved Content Cop. I'm one of them. I liked Leafy was here. Idubbbz did a Content Cop on Leafy was here, and he did one on this dude, Rice Gum, who was really big at the times, like Asian streamer dude. He's done a few Content Cops, and they were great. Well, he hasn't done one in 8 years, okay? So, this dude comes out swinging at his boy, H3, right here, this dude. And this, how do I explain it? The old Content Cops were dope as shit, but like I said, he used to be based, so that means he's no longer based. Idubbbz hooked up with this girl named Anissa. They're married now. She's an OnlyFans girl. I don't know if she still does OnlyFans, but when they hooked up, she was. Idubbbz, you can, go search for yourself, or just trust me. Many, 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 many times, Idubbbz would call out, women for online prostitution. Sorry, girls, that's what OnlyFans is, and not all girls. You know who I'm talking about. And rightly so. That's based. Idubbbz was based. He was telling the truth, based in reality, in rightality. I don't know. I was trying to say something funny. Anyway, so this shit better be on. Oh my god, I was about to cry. I'm about to cry. Idubbbz. So he hooks up with her, and it's like a Colin Kaepernick thing, where Colin Kaepernick was like a good dude, raised by white parents, was smart in school. He'd go up to girls like, "Hi, can I hold your hand at the prom?" Like, he was just a nerdy dude. And then he hooks up with some woke, crazy ass Marxist left wing lady, and next thing you know, he's kneeling for the flag, and he's like, "I don't like America." And he's like, "I don't want to play football, but I don't want people to know that, because I want to be able to complain that they're holding me down, the white man holding me down." Same thing as Kaepernick. That's what Idubbbz did. Hooked up with this dumb chick. Idubbbz, you can tell he's never gotten a piece of punani ever in his life. Well, if he did, he probably paid for it. I couldn't tell. You can tell, like, this dude used to handle squirrels for content at one point. Like, it was pretty low. Some of Idubb's best content was him doing unboxing, where he had a P.O. box. I hate using the word fans, but whatever. Fans would send him like funny stuff. Some things gross, something, and his reaction to it was hilarious. Give the dude his credit. It is what it is. He was funny as shit. And just like everyone who goes woke, and by the way, Idubbbz literally in Content Cop admits that he's woke. Hard left woke. Whew, pretty stupid. But anyway, once you go woke, I know you go broke, but you just turn into a dumbass who's not funny anymore. I know that doesn't rhyme, but that's just the damn truth of it all. He's just not funny anymore. So he does this Content Cop 8 years after the very last one he did. I think the last one might have been Rice Gum. I don't even know. You don't need to know that. I'm just trying to fill you in on, the last 15, 20 years of internet lore, of YouTube lore. Anyway, Idubbbz was a big-ass deal. Like, every video would get millions of views because he put either a lot of work into it or he was just being himself at the time, a based right-winger who didn't really mention politics. All his takes were pretty damn based. I remember there was a few times where I'm like, what? But that's okay, because when you're on the right, it's all right to think your own damn way, like I already mentioned. So, this dude makes a brand new Content Cop on his lifelong friend, H3H3. Morgan knows H3H3. She used to watch his stuff. Like, by the way, Filthy Frank, super right-wing based. H3H3, a.k.a. Ethan Klein is his real name. He was super based on the right. All of them, the only one who didn't go, like I said, go to the left was Joji, is Filthy Frank, a.k.a. Joji. And look at that last dude on that video. What did he say? He's successful. This dude, Idubbbz, is known by tens of millions of people all across the world. He now does a podcast for the last 2 years or something, maybe a year, I don't know, with his crummy wife Anissa. They do this podcast. Now, I'm brand new. I've only been doing this 2 months. Yes, in the next 3 months, I will keep saying that I've only been doing this for 2 months, unless my numbers get big. So I'm not trying to talk shit. But I can talk shit. Sorry. This dude's been doing it for 15, 20 years. He's getting... Look at this. Content Cop has 3.4 million views. Idubbbz hasn't sniffed 1 million views in at least 5 years, 6 years. Craziness. Before I keep getting into this, let's just get into the chat because I want to say what's up to everybody. I'm so sorry. I usually do things a little different, but I was watching this all day and I'm like, what am I going to talk about? What am I going to talk? And I was going back and forth with other things. Crowder was boring again today. He gave me nothing. You gave me nothing, Crowder. You're useless. It was so boring. Ugh. I'm not saying I'm not going to watch. It was just 3 duds in a row. Blech. Thanks for nothing. PBD, I can't bother with PBD. PBD, PBD drives me crazy. I enjoy the show. I just enjoy the speed of it, I think, because I'm a Northeasterner. And I speak quick. Us Northeasterners, we're just fast talkers. You know what I mean? Go, 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 go. So maybe that's part of it. But even though PBD is from Persia, make Persia great again. Make Persia great again. Iran don't make good rugs. Persia make good rugs. But let me get to the chat real quick. Natalie McClendon, first of all, I love you, my dear. I can't wait to meet you and your husband next week at the Chat Rap Meetup in Las Vegas. You better get your asses there. Let me see. Morgan Elizabeth, thank you for being here, girl. Bob Cook, my boy. Bobby M Sensei. I love you, M. Thank you, brother. Scott on a yacht. M Sensei is the one who says Scott on a yacht. I might have to rock that, man. You say it enough times, and it just sticks in my little pea brain, and I like Scott on a yacht now. That's the shit. Johnny Z Friendly! Johnny Z! I hope that's not too loud for you guys. I'm sorry. Red Draken! Real Red Draken, please, guys. Red Draken, did you make another YouTube account? Because I was just looking, and I'm like, I know on Rumble, it's Real Red Draken. But I don't. Maybe you just changed your name on YouTube. I don't know. On Twitter. I'm not sure. But that's it. Big Tech, my boy. I gotta close this out and open it back up. And what do you know? I got more shit. Are you going live at the meetup? Oh, yes, I am, Johnny Z Friendly. Yes, I am. I don't know if it's just this one. All right, maybe I'm just crazy. My bad, Red Dragon. The H3 to Stein pipeline. Let's go. The other thing I was watching today that was kind of getting in the way. Yeah, I'm definitely going live. I'm sorry. I'm definitely going live from the Chat Right Meetup. Probably, we get there Saturday. I might do a little something Saturday night. The actual show is Alex's show's on Sunday. I might do a little something afterwards. I don't know. But then Monday, definitely going to stream live from there. I'm pretty sure we're having another meetup on Monday too. Alex is flying all over the place. This dude's going to be on planes left and right. He's got to go to Tim Pool. He's got to go here, there, everywhere. So that is that. But yeah, I'm going live from there, baby. The other thing I was looking at was today was JF Garepi. He took Mama JF to the woods and he let her live amongst the turtles. I was going to talk about JF Garepi, but I don't think enough of you guys know who he is. I know, most of y'all, I hope you guys know who Idubbbz is. He's pretty big. And he's getting 3.4 million views on this content, cuck, and it's pretty terrible. Real quick, let me get into the Idubbbz stuff real quick, just to get this out of the way, because we do have Alex coming up at 7, and I want to show you the music video I made for Alex, which I'm definitely probably going to get dinged on YouTube for, but that's fine. You want to copyright strike me, I'll make it worth it, damn it. It's tough. Like I said yesterday, it's tough. I think I said it yesterday or the day before. It's tough making a video for Alex in a way. For me, I make it harder on myself because I want to impress. And man, I couldn't believe. I honestly thought it was just going to be, 50 likes and blah, blah, blah. And I didn't know if Alex would like it. The response was so, I couldn't believe it. I could not believe it. Matthew Adams texted me yo, that shit was fire. I'm because I always say, for other people, I can pick something out and I know exactly what's going on. For myself, I'm I don't know what it is. I turn into a big dummy. And I'm do people really like my shit or are they just being nice? I can't tell. I worked very hard on that one. Other videos that I make for a certain group of company, like I said, I think it was yesterday, they for me, the cookie cutter, and there's nothing artistic about it. With, Alex's stuff, I like to make it artistic. So, I don't know. It's just, with the other stuff, most of the other videos I make that aren't for, fun and they're for other people's stuff, I don't I know what they are, and they're just there. But when you put art together, it's and there was a lot of work that it was involved. I had to take the original instrumental song, I had to take Alex's lyrics out of it, because I use KineMaster, no secret. And KineMaster has a bunch of tricks. And then you can manipulate those tricks. And then you can take that and manipulate them more. So a lot of manipulation, a lot of beat underlying, and you have to match stuff up, and sometimes it doesn't match up enough, so you got to take the original one and speed it up or slow it down, and blah blah blah. And it's like, and then thank God for AI, because man, they just hooked me up. Like if I'm like, because in the song Alex is like, big booty Latina. Don't read that subpoena, like a subpoena for court that comes in the mail, and boom, Grok hooked me up real quick. So, and I was like, thank God, saved me all this time from trying to, because I can Photoshop really good. That was my forte for a long time before AI came around. I could manipulate stuff really good, take a hand out, put the hand, and be like, oh, crying Latino. Now Gronk just does it like that, and it's like, thank you. Anyway, let's finish with this Idubbbz stuff, because my blabbing, it's already almost 6:30, almost 6:30. I gotta hurry up. Where did I left off? So H3, aka Ethan Klein. Why is this saying 17 minutes? Is it? I think it's like 3 hours, isn't it? Maybe not. I don't know. All I know is this fool backstabbed his friend. So Ethan Klein went to the left. So did Idubbbz. Idubbbz has been friends with Ethan Klein since they were children, literally children. Okay. You don't do that where I come from. Like, God absolutely forbid if I did something stupid, which I don't ever see happening. Let's say, for some reason, Alex didn't like me. Alex Stein didn't like me anymore. I would never betray him. I would never talk shit. Ethan Klein never did anything but defend. He never did anything to Idubbbz but defend him. I don't care for Ethan Klein. I mean, I'm not saying, I care about the guy's life. Like, I want him to be healthy and blah, blah, blah. But I'm just saying, like, he's kind of dead to me, if that's a way to put it kindly. Like, I don't care about his content. I used to enjoy him. Honestly, when he was back with Filthy Frank, he was kind of just like did I say that he was the Nick Richey? I am so sorry. That's a super insult to Nick Richey. Nick Richey is a freaking genius. Sam Hyde's boy. If you ever watch that dude talk about real estate and shit like that, anything he talks about, his mind is a beautiful thing. So I'm sorry. I was just trying to do a comparison. Don't be mad at me, Nick. I love you. By the way, yesterday was Sam Hyde's birthday. Happy birthday, Sam Hyde. You are the man. We love you. We love you. You are a comedy king. You are goated. You're the man. Oh my God, we love you. But so a lot of people wondering because Idubbbz has been saying he's going to do a content cop, and he releases it yesterday on Sam Hyde's birthday. So it's like, of course, he's got to be talking about doing a Sam Hyde, which ain't going to work because there's so much lore. I know most of y'all know this stuff, but I'm trying to help the people in the way back who are like, who the hell are you talking about? I hope I'm doing a good job explaining it. If I'm not, you're going to have to watch my show again. Hook up my analytics. Give me more watch time. I'm just teasing. So, like, like I was trying to say, like, but a lot of people thought he was going to do about Sam Hyde. Now, Idubbbz flew all the way out to Rhode Island to try and do some expose on Sam Hyde. I believe it was about a year and a half ago, 2 years. Who knows? It could be 3 years now. And Sam Hyde, you don't mess with Sam Hyde. Sam Hyde is, I'm trying to figure, I was going to say a comical. I don't even know. Sam Hyde is a comedic genius. He's a production genius. He's an artistic genius. He is an absolute, unbelievable brain. He's like the content Da Vinci of our day. He's fucking incredible. Sam Hyde's awesome. He's almost got the Midas touch. I know the Midas touch is a bad. The moral of the story of the Midas, King Midas with the Midas touch, is bad. He turns like his wife and kids and everything into gold. It's a bad thing. But nowadays we say somebody has the Midas touch, that everything they touch turn to gold. So that's what I mean when I say Sam Hyde has the Midas touch. Comedy gold, comedy gold, comedy gold, comedy gold. It's amazing, everything he does. And of course, Sam Hyde brought in Alex Stein because, greatness, recognizing greatness. And the two of them together, it's unbelievable. It's peanut butter and jelly. Jelly! Shit, I gotta hurry up. So, alright, let's watch a tad bit of this. I don't want to get flagged for this. I want to get flagged for the other thing.
Live from New York!
It's bullshit out there. It's me, Tracy Morgan. And you know. Come on. I got hit by a bus. It's me, Tracy Morgan. Damn commercials. Does this say? Oh, I muted it.
Consider the fucking thing in our defense. Like, actually, Hila's not a baby killer. Actually, accusing Ethan of killing his dog is maybe too far, because they have mobilized such an insane harassment group that anybody who says any fucking thing, they will attempt to ruin their lives. And once again, I'm the crazy one. It's not bad enough that I have this group of people.
What we do here is go back.
Let me just tell you, back in the day, when you heard that beat drop for an old content cop, like, I'm getting all hyped up right now. I've already watched this already. But hearing that beat brings you back to a beautiful place when the internet was fun as shit and leftists just left you alone. They had their own little corner, and then the sector had their own corner, and everybody had their own. But even when people would interact with each other, it was still cool. Like, everybody, you know what I mean? Now it's like you can't. If you're on the left, you can't deviate. Everybody on the right, we'll welcome you over. If you want to have a debate, we'll whoop that ass mentally. And if you want to come over and just be cool, we're cool with you. Look at Alex. Alex has on lefties all the time, and we just still laugh and have a grand old time. Because the right is all right, and it's where we should be. We're righteous. If I don't say so myself. All right. I don't want to watch this whole beginning. I just feel like I'm going to get... So, here's another quick thing. Damn, I don't know if I'm going to have time to do this.
What's up, everybody? I'm Hassan Piker, and this is the Hassan Night broadcast coming to you live from a cloudy day here in California, Los Angeles. We're live and alive, and I hope all the boys, girls, and MBs are having a fantastic one, because today's a beautiful day. I have a very important announcement. I've finally done it. I watched Ethan Klein's content nuke, and I'm not going to call it context puke as I normally do, because the reality of the matter is it was brilliant. Nothing was out of context. Everything was correct. I am an Islamist, fundamentalist, radical terrorist. I am a vicious anti-Semite. It's true. Most importantly, Ethan is more attractive than me, both physically and also mentally. It's funny. All right, so those who don't know, this is Hassan Piker. Hassan Piker's uncle is Cenk Uygur, of the Young Turks. And this dude, Hassan Piker, it's funny because he's trying to be sarcastic, but he is. He's like a super terrorist sympathizer. You know, I forget where he's from. Where the hell is he from? Turkey? Somewhere like that. I don't know. And he says he's a white boy and shit, and it's like, whatever. There's so much lore to this, I'm never going to be able to wrap it up. So let me wrap it up quick. H3H3, Ethan Klein, is filthy stinking rich. He can do whatever he wants. YouTube loves him. He's YouTube gold. Well, Hassan, and here on YouTube, you know, if you say that you don't like Jews, you get banned. I'm not saying what I like or don't like. Just hear me out. Hassan hates Jews, so he went over to Twitch.
Now, the people who own Twitch, apparently, they don't like Jews either, so he's more than welcome. H3H3's numbers were declining for a little while, so he did a show with Hassan Piker. Hassan Piker, I believe, is the #1 Twitch streamer. You go in there, he's got tens and tens of thousands of viewers. I don't know why, to be honest. I think the ladies, dig his looks. I'm sure that's part of it, but I'm sorry. You could have the finest girl in the world, and if she's this big dumbass lefty, I mean, first of all, I'm married, so I don't give a shit. But if I was single, and there's some smoke show, and she's on the left, I don't, like you, maybe other chumps will simp for that chick, but not me. I don't, like, you gotta have something. You gotta have some brains and something interesting and funny to say. Anyway, so Hassan Piker is super hardcore, like, terrorist, Marxist-minded dude. He's, like, called for, American politicians to be killed and blah, blah, blah. And they suspended him for 1 day. Not even, I think it was, like, 23 and a half hours. Something ridiculous. Anyway, so H3 and him did a show. When October 7th happened in Israel, the two of them had a falling out because he's like, I'm glad they killed a bunch of innocent kids at a thing. And he's like, and Ethan Klein's like, no, dude, that's not cool, dude. And then Hassan's like, he's like, well, Israel let it happen. He's like, dude, they wouldn't do that. H3H3. He's like, they wouldn't do that. Israel's great, dude. They wouldn't do anything like the USS Liberty and shit. And make 9/11 happen and kill Kennedy. And he's like, dude, blah, 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 blah. So they got in a big thing and separated. Now, I snubs here, this piece of crap. I'm just going to leave it on that crappy face because that's what he looks like now. He's pathetic. Idubbbz. So a lot of people have been, let me just put it on Ethan, let me see a picture of him somewhere. Alright, so this is Ethan Klein. Let's hear a little bit. Do not make me watch a video.
Meet the new standard.
Oh, you stink. Alright, while we wait, I'll blab because I ain't got time. So this is Ethan Klein though. It's like,
put themselves in under scrutiny to sacrifice something personally to stand up for racism, then all of a sudden it's like, hey, I don't want to get involved.
And that's drama.
How much do you...
All right, so this is Ethan Klein, H3H3, who I'm talking about, the one who's the whole content cops about. Ethan Klein is Jewish. His wife, Hila, is like, both, I forget, a dual citizenship, one in America, one in Israel. She was in the IDF, the Israeli Defense Force, military. I criticize the Israeli government a lot, okay? Or at least I'll criticize them when criticizing's due. Like, I'm not one of these people who's like, their alarm clock goes off and they wake up and they, oh, I hate Israel, I hate Jews. You know what I mean? I'm not like, I love, people are people. I love people. Like, yes, black people do a bunch of crappy stuff. That kid, Carmelo Anthony, needs to burn in hell. Maybe not hell. I don't know. But, my Christianity, my Catholicism still wants me to forgive him, but that doesn't mean he shouldn't rot in prison. So maybe not hell. I don't know. People do stupid shit. I've done stupid shit when I was younger, and I hope I don't burn in hell for it. I've been trying to make up my whole life. But that doesn't mean every single black person is bad. I hate talking about Israel, but this whole thing is kind of about Israel because Idubbbz hates Ethan Ralph. Did I say Ethan Ralph before? Ethan Klein. Damn it, I'm going to confuse those two. Hates Ethan Klein, his lifelong dear friend. So, real quick, when Idubbbz hooked up with Anissa and he finally got some punani for the first time of his life, and he's like, dude, I'll be a lefty, I'll be woke, whatever. Just let me try to hit that one more again. I'll marry you, please marry me. I hate OnlyFans whore. You're an OnlyFans whore, that's okay. I love you, marry me. everybody dunked and dumped on garbage ass Idubbbz, because Idubbbz is coming out yelling at everybody. He's like, nothing wrong with OnlyFans. I like prostitution. Like, he was just coping so bad. It was gross. And then he just got more further and further and further left. And he's trying to grift off all the lefties, like the people who watch Hassan and the people who watch H3H3, a.k.a. Ethan Klein. But this is his boy. So since Ethan Klein and his wife Hila, like how about this? You know, a bunch of everybody, you know, there's so many people on both left and right now who, like, you know, they're anti-Zionist, and I guess a lot of people are, you know. I take people individually. Like, I ain't doing that. We ain't doing that here. But Ethan Klein is Jewish. He's like 100,000% Jewish. His wife is literally dual citizenship with Israel and America. This is America, by the way. We have free speech. And if someone actually, an American, or anybody really, but if an American wants to be Israel first, go right ahead. You have all the right in the world to do it. You shouldn't have a content cop done on you by garbage your friend, by the way. But even if he wasn't your friend, garbage ass Idubbbz, 2025 trash ass Idubbbz. This whole thing is about this. So, real quick, Hassan Piker and all his fans have been tormenting this dude. And this is where it comes. Listen, I don't care for Ethan Klein, like nothing. Well, sometimes I guess he could probably say something funny, but I wouldn't watch it because he's such a lefty, blah, blah, blah. He's just boring to me. So the dude, you know, because he supports Israel and not Palestine or Gaza, whatever, you know, he's separated from Hassan. All of that dude Hassan's fans, now they're taking it in real life. They're not just like bully him or smack talking online like you should do. They took it IRL, and they tried to get his kids taken away. They said his house is filthy. Now this dude, H3H3, has like DCF, or what the hell you call it. I don't know what they call it nowadays. Child Protective Services and shit like that. Coming to his house, about to take his kids. Like, that shit ain't funny. I don't give a damn. I don't care if me and this dude are as far politically spaced out as humanly possible. I will defend this dude's right. That's bullshit. That is, don't fuck with people's kids. That's fucked up. Sorry. I know I'm trying not to swear, but that gets me angry. So anyway, Idubbbz makes a fucking content cop, and they barely, this is I was gonna say Hilda, Ethan Klein
about our kid.
I'll show that, yeah.
Getting Giarda from the dog, whatever.
I'm sorry, I'll accept this position from anyone except you guys.
What a piece of human trash. Idubbbz is one of the worst people on earth. So here's the thing. You want to talk about using somebody? Now, like Alex has, you know, put the ladder up behind him and grabbed my hand, and he's helping me up. And I couldn't be more grateful. I will be eternally grateful forever. And I get it. Not everybody has to be like me, but you should be at least, you know, like me for being grateful for people. Because when Idubbbz, you know, turned into a woke piece of, you know, simp garbage cuckery, H3H, Ethan Klein was the only person to defend him. Only person. And Ethan Klein, after the Filthy Frank stuff, and, you know, he used to be based, and he moved left. He was, I think, the first one out of that whole crew to go left. And it was successful for a while, then it failed, and then he went on this douchebag show. Hassan Piker is a fucking moron. He's a moron. I'm not just saying that because he's on the left or right. I can't stand Destiny, but at least Destiny, like, you know, Andrew Wilson's probably the greatest debater right now. So I was going to say nobody really wants to mess with Destiny. Destiny's debate tactics suck, and the dude likes to yell over you the whole time. Oh, you shut up. It's like you can't get a word in. But Destiny is smart. I'll give him that. He might be a lefty little piece of crap, but he's smart. He knows his stuff. He has many dates memorized, and He's got a great geological understanding, or whatever, geographical understanding of the world. Blah, blah, so he knows his shit. This dude is an empty brain. Like Hassan Piker sucks. But here's the thing. Idubbbz can't use his friend Ethan Klein for money anymore because it's all dried up. Ethan Klein's loaded, but there's nothing out of that, it's like a transactional relationship that I don't think Ethan Klein knew was a transactional relationship. Idubbbz scummy ass knew, because Idubbbz used Filthy Frank to launch himself. Then he used, he thought Anissa with the OnlyFans shit was going to work. Let's face it, Content Cop, now in retrospect, looking at Content Cop, that was just leapfrogging over other people. Taking big, like I said at the beginning, he punched up, right? Or at least punched sideways. So he would grab, these, like Rice Gum was a pretty big streamer, right? Make fun of Rice Gum. Now all these people watch. So that's all he did. I didn't know it at the time, but that's all Idubbbz has ever done is use people. And he used his best friend Ethan Klein like a frigging piece of toilet paper. Idubbbz, you're a scumbag for that. So Hassan is now, letting Idubbbz and Anissa, sniff his jock a little bit and come on his show. The only thing that Idubbbz could say in this whole shitty hour and 6-minute Content Cop is that Ethan Klein, who's Jewish, and his wife, who's got dual citizenship, is bad because they like Israel. And they think Jews are great and they love Jews. This man right here, Ethan Klein, has been attacked IRL. They're trying to take his kid. You know what I mean? They're bringing cops and DCF into his house. That's fucked up, dude. You don't do that to nobody. Unless it's something real. Other than, people saved Nick Recade's kids by calling. So I'm not saying there's not, time and place. But let's face it, you don't do this to this guy. This dude's a multimillionaire. He's not doing, you know what I mean? His kids ain't going to be dirty. But then again, Nick Recade was, so I don't know. But I just don't try and take people's kids as, an own. That's not how you fight. So the thing is, right? So the content cuck himself, Idubbbz, just happens to... Oh, shit, I gotta hurry up. He got a hold of me, and he said he wanted to come on, so I'm still having trouble with this thing here, but I'd like to, to bring him on real quick. Idubbbz, you can come on. I heard everything you said. I don't appreciate anything you said. I heard you stuff. Don't try it. I'm the content. Okay? My wife do OnlyFans all she wants. I'm out of here. You're a jerk. I had that so much better in my head all day. It was going to be so much better. I saw the clock. I'm like, fuck, I gotta hurry up. I had to set up who he is because I know there's a bunch of you have no freaking clue who he is. All right, let's hustle. We gotta watch this shit. I fucking set that all up for nothing. Oh my god! When I came home from work, that's the first thing I did was set that up. I was rolling on the floor how funny that was supposed to be, and I lost everything I was gonna say. I have 5,000 things in my head. That's why I need Morgan up here to help me co-host. Let me check the chat. Airplane Willie, what's up? Stacy G, Stacy, thank you so much. Truth is unbreakable. Yo, Sean's up in here. Jack Vinsoni is my boy. What's up with the audio? Oh, God. Don't tell me my audio's bad. No. Oh, there was no sound in that last one? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh, you did? You can hear me say what the fuck? Let me try it again. Uh-oh. Oh, I'm still on? Damn, I don't have... Uh-oh. It froze on me. Oh, I appreciate it. And now at the screen. All right, thank you. Struggle streaming. All right, let's get to this real quick. Oh. All right, at least I know my volume works. Yeah, it was weird. I'm checking on my phone and it's all messed up. This stream is renamed. What the fuck? I'm sitting here talking about how I don't want to try. I'm trying to not swear as much, and you guys caught me. But what the fuck? Now, speaking of what the fuck, I could not believe this. My shit's working, right? Good. Alex Stein last night. Everyone, please go follow my friend Dr. Starboard. Oh my God, Alex, I fucking love you. I can't get enough loving you. Now, here's the deal. So, 16,000 people. Why did I only get like 200 followers? No, I got like 20 followers out of that. But hey, I'll take it. I need all the damn followers I can get. This is the video in question that I was talking about. Matthew Adams texts me. He's like, yo, this 50,000 people watch your shit. I'm like, what? I don't look at this. Real quick, I know we got to hurry up. I don't look at this. I never look at this. I look at this. And I say, how many people liked it? That's all I know. You people of the world, if you don't post, if you don't heart something, I don't know. So you got to do this shit right. Damn, this video's playing and you're messing up my stuff. All right, YouTube, don't shut me off. We got to do this. We got just enough time to play the video. Ready? Let's do this shit.
Prime time click, we get money. Stay iced up like TV Johnny.
Big booty Latinas, you can't stay. If you disagree, bitch, you are gay. Big booty Latina, don't answer that subpoena. You ice jerks, go to hell. Every big booty, I'll make your bail. Big booty Latinas are the best. Big booty Latinas, best to test.
Cream on the inside, ice cream paint job. Got screens on the dash, what to say by the bill. Got a house by the bayside. And I'm riding like that. Boy, I'm riding like that. In the steering wheel wood like a baseball bat.
That's right, you got that booty for the pass. Mommy, shake that ass. Hey. You can't stay in class.
Just like Archie said, we ready. Whole click straight, lunatics like Nelly. Grand Marquis, paint job, grape jelly. Or triple BC, big black box Chevy.
We ain't gonna deport that ass. Cause it is way too spicy. Make that beans and ricey. And I'll do it real nicey. Yeah. And I love the Latina. Hey. Don't answer the subpoena. Hey. I got the roll on the blimp. And I'm walking with a limp. Lala Hart is the best. She always passes the test. VIP, unlike the rest. Number one pimp on the fucking blimp. John Rowe is the number one pro. Prime time, 99, and the roll. Now you know, don't be a bitch or a hoe.
Cream on the inside, clean on the outside. Cream on the inside, clean on the outside. Ice cream, paint job.
I hope you guys love that shit. We gotta go. I hope y'all love that video as much as I did making it. It felt so good making it and getting all the different clips and hooking it all up. And I switched it all around for those who've seen it live. I love you guys so much. It's already over. I don't see you until Monday. Go watch Alex, obviously, right after this, please and thank you. Doc Matt Steve's going on after that. So yeah, I'll see you guys Monday at 6, obviously, for this show. But get over to Alex. Thank you guys so much for being here. This is the WTF stream for the night. And I love y'all. Thank you so much.